us, but you haven't called. Call 1-833-77-SOLAR right now and join the 320 Solar Happy Customers Club for $0 down and no payments until 2022. We'll put the power back in your hands. 320 Solar. Power up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Sports Talk 49 live on Bucs Report. Sports Talk 49 is brought to you by 320 Solar. Make sure to check them out at 320solar.com. You want to finally say goodbye to your electric bill? Then go to 320 Solar and get like zero out of pocket till 2022. So make sure you sign up today. Get with me or get with anybody else with Bucs Report, and we can get you the information you need to contact 320 Solar and get you started today. Again, no payments till 2022. With that being said, you already know when you see it's 3 o'clock, when you look at your watch, it's time to pick up your phone and tune into Sports Talk. We got a lot of stuff to go over today. It's finally, season is here. The season is here. It's no more playing around, no more this, no more that. I said, it's finally the season is here. We can get it rolling. Everything's ready to rock and roll. I could talk about tape again. We can talk about post-game and pre-game. We get to do all those great things that I love to do right here on Bucs Report and Sports Talk 49, brought to you by 320 Solar, brought to you by My Cannabis Card, the leading cannabis card clinics that pairs new patients with licensed state official medical marijuana doctors, near than 30% off on evaluation costs. Just mention Bucs Report. And who could forget Bucs Report's own sports bar, The Deck Bar and Grill. Isla del Sol out there. We'll be there, as you saw in the intro video. We'll be there doing half and post game talks, giving it to you 110%, 120%, just like we're going to do today. And we got a whole fun-filled adventures of goodies today. And we're going to take our time. So go on ahead and get your Red Bull and get locked in, because we got stuff to talk about today. But first and foremost, let me make sure to get out to all the other shows, and also all the other shows. Make sure to check me out here. Let me put this for you here. Make sure to add me at PlayCanton49 on Twitter. I much appreciate that. Would love to talk to you guys about Rays, Lightning, Buccaneers, because it is Sports Talk 49, and we talk about all the sports here. But with that being said, let's get to the shows. Make sure to check out all the other great shows here on Bucs Report. I'm not going to go through all of them. As you can see here, all the shows and all the staff. Friday, you got me at 3 p.m. You got the Audible, 7:30 to 8:50. Then you got the Sports Web at 9 p.m. to 12 today. Always make sure to check those out. And then you got Sunday with Cup of Ray, and then live from the cheap seats. Rick gave a little preview, a little taste, just a little taste of what it was going to be like when Rick Hughes comes for you, brother. Woo! I know. I'm excited, man. Football's back. I know you guys they always call me Quiet Storm and all that stuff. I got the radio voice, but we are back, and we are back talking about football. We are back breaking down tape. We are back doing all types of great things that we love to do. So, I'm fired up. I got some great sleep in, and I'm going to give it to you 110. So let me go through the comments here before we get rolling, because we got tons of stuff to go over today. What's going on, Christopher Cole, Marcus Foles, almost like the basketball player. Mike Evans, we'll get into that. Eric White, the Super Bowl comes through us. You darn right, Eric. You damn right, as Chef would say. Matt Luke, Tampa Bay, I see you guys. Jeff Bowen, my brother, what's going on, guys? Matt, hey, Blake, I've been trying to share my Bucs hype song with our Bucs fan. Is it okay to link through the SoundCloud on here? We'll check it out, Matt. We'll now talk to you later. I ain't going to do it live, but we'll get to you, and we'll talk all about that stuff. Sounds pretty cool, especially hype songs and stuff. Everybody taking the time out their schedule to make something cool for the team. Just remember, week 1, 2018, over 400 yards and 5 TVs. We got more skill on offense than we had, and a much tougher defense. I'm sick of predictions against the Bucs. Brady, much better QB than Fitz. I'm going to be gracious to the Saints. They are the division leaders for the past couple of years in the NFL. Stunner, Bucs 41-17. You'll be interested in what Madden comes out. I'll show you that. You like that, Matt Luke? Woo! Ric Flair drip go. Woo! Christopher Cole, I wish that I could be there with y'all, but I'm isolation until next Sunday. We're there, and we'll be celebrating with you. Jeffrey Bowen, Tampa Bay all the way. I hear you, Jeff. I like you trying to rhyme there a little bit. Again, make sure we got the 320 solar line up here. You want to get burned, go ahead and call, because if it's too hot, stay the hell up out the kitchen. So let's get into it. Buccaneers and Canton. We'll start off with that. What do you mean, Blake? What do you mean when you say Buccaneers and Canton? I'll show you what I mean. I mean, there's another Buccaneer in Canton. I didn't say player. I didn't say coach. I said it's another Buccaneer in Canton. And a guy I know personally, a guy shouted me out at the Jacksonville game. I was like, oh, he actually knows who I am. I thought that's cool. I ain't going to spoil it for you. Let me just roll the damn tape, and you see who I'm talking about who's in Canton. You guys should show him some love. You'll see his Twitter feed on there and everything. I wanted to make sure to give him a shout-out, because if you start the season, you got to think of this guy. And you guys might know who it is. You might not know, but you'll see who it is in a second here. But we can't say Buccaneer season without either seeing his face or mentioning him. And I give it to you none other than Mr. Keith Kuznick, Mr. Buck Nasty himself. Well, Big Nasty. Buck Nasty. Big Nasty. Check it out.
Big Nasty, what does that man mean to you right there?
99, number 1 in the program, but always in Big Nasty's heart, baby. He's the man. And guess what, Warren? We in it together, baby. We in it together. Brooksy, gotta love you. Leroy, we love you, man. Now let's get about 3 more of these guys in here. Let's go Lynch, Barber, and Rice. I'll take them all. Let's take the whole next class. God bless. Go Bucs.
God bless to you, Big Nasty. Congratulations to the Hall of Fans. That's awesome, man. Years coming before I even moved here, even before I thought about his guys out here. And the great part is like, oh, he's just a fan. Like this dude is out in the community making a difference, inspires me to do the things I do, along with other people. And you don't have to be a big superstar or anybody like that to make a difference in your community. You just have to get up and do it, and go 110% and do it. And it's awesome. I think that's awesome. Congratulations to you, Big Nasty. See you soon, brother. Big Nasty, baby. That's awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. How much of a role having no fans of the Superdome play for them? It's a 6-point advantage without fans in there. I think that's huge that they're not in the stands, and it's going to be, I guess, boosting in, but it's not the same. Won't be hearing that "Who dat" chant. Thank God. So we'll see how it turns out, man. But all in all, you got to be able to perform on the field. That's where it's mostly responsible at. Matt, send that to my Twitter as well. Put it back up there to you, so I don't miss it in translation and anything, because a lot of stuff be rolling on here, and I want to make sure not to miss any of it. I'll put it back up here for you, the Twitter drop for you. Yeah, make sure to add me at Blake Anthony 49 and send that to me in a private message so I don't miss it. All right, so as we rolling, congratulations again, Big Nasty. And if you're just tuning in, this is Blake Anthony on Sports Talk 49, live on Bucs Report, always brought to you, and Sports Talk 49 is brought to you by 320 Solar. These guys right here. Make sure to check those guys out, 320solar.com. Make sure to check out mycannabiscard.com, and make sure to check us out. Go eat at, take your family out to the Dick Sports Bar and Grill at Isla del Sol out there at the Village. All right, so moving on. EA Madden predictions and highlights. We'll talk about that too. Well, first, let's get to the Mike Evans. Injury update on Mike Evans. So you guys talking about it, so I don't want to skip past it. He's at practice. He is out there. Let me put this up too. Put this up here. Give me a second. He's at practice. He's out there catching passes and stuff. There's no way Mike Evans misses this game and doesn't suit up. In my opinion, he'll get out there, lay a block, do whatever he's got to do in that game. I think he'll try to find the best way, and he'll get used sparingly in certain situations and things like that. Because with him being out, it's going to change their defensive game plan as well against us, against Tampa Bay. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Just crazy how this happens. It's just a few short days away before kickoff. So Tampa should be flying out there and getting ready to prepare. Mike should be preparing himself, getting his soft tissue hamstring injury, getting it right. Again, he was at practice, but it's limited, and they're not going to do too much on a Friday anyway. Just get mental preparation and things like that, getting ready to go for Sunday's game against the Saints. Bruce Arians did note that it's not the same hamstring from last year. It's the other one. So, I mean, I know he's had some issues with hamstrings over his career and things like that, but hopefully it's something that he'll be able to work out, and hopefully it won't be lingering. It is something that they'll look at going on in the future, I'm sure. Because I know Mike Evans has been waiting a long time to get himself ready to come out here and perform Sunday against the Saints. Long time waiting to play against other opponents besides your teammates. It's very exciting, very exuberating, and things like that. Phone lines are open, 727-475-1882. You know what to call that line, and I'll tell you what to do. The Solar Hotline, because this show is powered, super official, powered by 320 Solar. If it's too hot, stay the hell out the kitchen. You can call. Defense is going to take us all the way. Very, very. It's going to play a key part. Big Nasty is the super OG fan. Yes, he is. Great guy in the community. Most important, the human is the great person. Always Keith. That's him right there. Always the love for that. It's the person, not just the fan. The person under the mask, the person under the paint, and things like that. That guy's making great contributions to here. He's not just out here clout chasing and doing things like that. He's out here making real moves and making differences, taking his time out from his family and his friends, and supporting the Tampa Bay community, because that's what everybody should do. We should all love each other evenly. Just like with the Chiefs and Texans, we're trying to say unity among everybody, and that's awesome that he does that. Congratulations, Big Nasty. We got the Matt. We that baby. Oh no, Billy Henson. Misador, what's going on, brother? Indiana chapter president. Honestly, this is my honest opinion. If the Bucs lose week 1, we don't lose again until after the trade deadline. However, if they win week 1, they will sweep the South. I can agree with that, Misador. I can agree with that. And again, it's just 1 week. You don't panic if they lose. Now they get blown out and then look just disarray. Then there's a little cause of concern. But all in all, if they lose a game, if they win the game, it shouldn't be taken more out of aspect than what it is. 1 game, 1 win. Try to keep everybody healthy going from week in to week out. And that's the key part, man, is keeping everybody healthy. You already see the injury bug coming to a starter at wide receiver position to see how important injuries are and keeping people healthy. Misador MK3 will play, even just to be a decoy. I agree. He'll be out there. There's no way he misses this. Blake, can you repeat your Twitter handle, brother? My bad. I missed it. No problem. I could do that for you as I do requests. There you go. Blake Anthony 49. It's really easy. Just Blake Anthony 49. Oh, sorry. I got Matt's comment up there as well. My bad. The guy I'm trying to send it to you. I'm blocking out the own message. I'm trying to send it to you. Just foolish, right? So let's get back to roll down. Deshaun Tisdale, what's going on, brother? I hate to see soft tissue problem. It can hang. And we already got a call coming in. So call you live on Sports Talk 49. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Deshaun Tisdale.
Oh, there he is. The real quiet storm. He got that radio voice right there, that smooth jazz that your mom used to listen to.
Yeah, man. I'm smoothly coming into this season. I was with Peter last week. I was definitely on the Kool-Aid. In fact, I'm still on the Kool-Aid right now. I don't think you could put together what would seem to be, and keep in mind, I'm hearing the pundits over here in Georgia. I listen to the sports radio and things like that in the car while I'm driving around. So I hear them, dude, we're all Madden team right now. You know, we got some top at positions. And now keep in mind, people don't look at our defense, or everybody's talking about what the offense is going to do. I think I heard that maybe Johnny Dean or Alcat, you know, I'm everybody on Bucs Report right now. I'm listening to all the shows. It's when I'm up, I'm on Bucs Report, you know. Right. Whether I'm listening to it on Alexa or whatever, I'm just listening to you guys. You see it on Twitter or whatever. I'm going to catch some high school football in Georgia today, and then I'm watching for what everybody's putting out about the Bucs, you know. But I really think that they're sleeping on our defense right now, man. I really think they are sleeping on the defense itself. And I think as a big, the NFL, a lot of the announcers are talking about it, Blake, and I want to get your take on this. How many catastrophic injuries do you think we're going to see out of these first games? Like last night's game just really didn't give me that full. It just looked like they were just. I mean, I was just stuck on, wait, you traded your number 1 receiver away for what? Like, so with the Texans, I couldn't take them seriously. But when you talk about the Saints and the Bucs, this game is going to be like, people are saying, you know, this game could be the NFC South right here. So I don't think this is going to be a blowout game. If it is, I think it'd be in Tampa's favor. But I don't think it'll be any type of blowout game from that side. I think it's going to be some slugs. They'll be slugging it out a little bit, if any. And I think if our defense can come up, we will surprise many teams out here this year.
I definitely agree. It's like you said, they come out starting. I think the keys will hear is everybody say you want to start fast. I don't think that in this case. I think with all the time off now, you guys just want to work what you've been working at, move the ball methodically downfield without mistakes. The key part. Without mental mistakes, turnovers, penalties, etc., things that hinder yourself, and get those first points on the board. Because I think that if they score in their first possession, I think the rest of the game will be pretty easy because the confidence level will be up and they won't be thinking so much. But I'm 110% positive because I had Tanner on here. Hudson talk about the communication is next level, so I don't think that's going to be a real issue. I just hope there's no mental mistakes and things like that coming out week 1 because you're right. It isn't a big, huge difference, and a big game here because essentially division games are 2 games. They count as 2 in the division and as the record. And you want to win this game to give New Orleans, telling New Orleans that you're legit, since Janoris Jenkins thinks that we're paper champions, seeing how he gave up almost 200-yard receiving yards to Mike Evans when he played for the Giants. But I know he's happy. Evans is not fully healthy either. But it's going to be important, this game, and I expect a good battle. They know each other very well, and I'm really looking forward to see how Donovan Smith holds his end against Cameron Jordan.
Oh, I mean, listen, we talked about that all season. I think Donovan Smith, so he doesn't go home and get smacked by his wife and kids, he has to come out against Cameron Jordan and just hold it down. Like, he may just need to get in a fight. Like, he might just need a play off or something, like how they'll take Capper off for a play because he has that nastiness. And make no mistake about it, if you are the one that gets Tom Brady injured, I'm gonna say it right now, you're probably done in this league.
I agree.
If you're the reason that Tom Brady is no longer playing, you are done. Because there's nobody that's gonna want you over there. They're gonna just think you're jinxed. He has to come out. Now, I'm going to tell you, we all like Jameis, like most of us do, and guess what? He's our quarterback when he was, and he's not right now. But the more and more I look at it and say how close this team really could have been had they not been put in, even with the young secondary, really horrible situations, quick turnovers, or just be out there for a really long time on defense, you will not get that out of Tom Brady. You're going to get a fresh defense. So even if the rotation is not what we want, and I'm talking about some outside linebacker, I still feel there's a lot of unproven. We got some rush outside linebackers. I mean, but beyond Shaq and JCP, I'm really I had little to no confidence in everything behind them. To be honest with you, I just feel like there's a couple of rush pieces there, and there's an unproven Anthony Nelson. I don't care what they see in practice. If it doesn't play out on game day, that's it. So I'm waiting to see just where everyone is from a team perspective. But I really think the defense is what's going to take us. And let me ask you this, Blake. What did you feel about the move of starting Sean Murphy-Bunting at corner versus Dean?
How do I feel about it? I mean, I think it was kind of the same way last year. He kind of got the nod over Dean, and he just moves in. People don't think about it because he moves in at the slot when they go in next six defensive back sets and nickel and things like that. I don't really have an issue with it. I like players that are versatile. It's good that SMB can play inside and out because a lot of guys can't do that, and it's really good that he can do that. As well as Dean. Dean's an outside the numbers kind of guy, big corner that's going to play those vertical passes. But I have no issue with that. Yeah. I don't think the players do either. They ain't thinking about it. They're thinking about winning. And I remember this like it was yesterday. One thing, Bruce. Go ahead, Deshaun.
Well, I was saying, I think you're right on that. I think never mind what the starting sheet says because that's whatever formation they put it in. I think it's going to be a nickel more than anything. And you're gonna have SMB in the slot or nickel corner. I think that's where he's gonna be at, and you'll still get Dean on the outside. So he's gonna be on the field. We're gonna be in nickel. I think most teams are in nickel probably 75% of the time. So I just feel like they're all those guys will be on the field at the same time, which is a win for Tampa. I don't know about. I feel like if Todd Bowles felt confident to start Winslow Jr., I think he's ready back there. Not to looking around at NFC South, you see the Falcons were able to start like KZ come off the bench. They had young safety start in this same NFC South division, so it's not unheard of for it to be done. And I think it'll be something where I just think that Tampa right now, with the defense having the ability to be fresher than they've probably ever been, with a running game that I haven't seen it play out. But as you watch the clips, and I said this before, as you watch the clips, the passes that you see Tom Brady throwing are all coming off of play action. that says we have to be able to run the ball. Play action doesn't work if you can't run.
Correct.
So I think, yes, Tom will be able to dink and dunk down the field, but I really do think that he's going to have a running game, which he's never had. And if you listen to Leonard Fournette, he said, listen, you can't put 9-10 guys in the box on me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what Leonard Fournette does against a true 7-man front, and other people out. You can't leave Mike Evans out there by himself, and you may have to commit the safety to shading to his side, and we can see that. Or you have a Gronk and you got an OJ. There's so many pieces. I would love to see him, since we talked about 12 personnel so much. I love to see him first play either come out in 12, or I just think they're going to come out and spread it. Where do you see that first formation out the gate? What do we introduce the 2020 Buccaneers as? I'm gonna listen to what you have to say, and then I'm gonna get off.
All right, one question before you run out of here. I know you're always so busy. One thing, congratulations to your son starting off football. I think that's awesome. Finally get to watch that. Two, you think Mike Evans?
Congratulations to DJ. Hey, buddy.
Yep. Do you think Mike Evans plays, or you think he sits out?
I'm thinking that, well, Mike is playing. I'm with you, and I'm with everybody else. Mike is going to play just simply from this. But I know the game. You know the game. I've coached. I've played, and I continue to coach kids at different sports. And listen, when you know the effect of any one player on a defense, you are forced to bring that player out there. You're going to bring that player out there if that player is even slightly hobbled, because any event that player can be 50% of what they are, it will require the defense to play that player in the manner that they anticipated on playing him or her. So if Mike is out there, they're going to do whatever they decided to do to Mike.
Right.
They're not going to say, oh, he's 50%. They have to wait until at least half to say, well, I don't think Mike is doing this, no longer the shade. And now when you start looking at it, one, we're talking about Mike Evans here. We watch all the games and watch all 22. Mike subs out more than enough time. Mm-hmm. And in the past, it was kind of a little more Jameis, where he's hasn't always looking around the field to catch every player. We watched it. There's been tons of people open where he's making reads and he's forced it to Mike, so on and so forth. I don't anticipate we're going to get that out of Brady. Mm-hmm. Which is another reason I say Mike plays. And now we got two more reasons. I'm not going to count Scotty Miller, but I'm going to say the rookie Jonathan, and I also feel like what Watson's done this year. If you were watching it, I think it was like Scott and two people, the combo from that were at the training camp were from Buccaneers.com. I think they were talking about it, where they said that Watson may be even faster than Miller because they raced before, and Scotty only beat him by a little bit, and he's lost like 15 pounds of fat. He's like more muscle now, 15, 20 pounds. And everyone's saying like he's noticeably faster. And granted, they're not going to line up and run 40s against each other, but he's an heir apparent to Mike. So if you're looking to have another big body, and he doesn't have a Mike's record, you're not going to give him that. But I say that he's going to rotate in, Mike's going to rotate out. You won't be able to change your defense and say, hey, Mike's not here, let's go now press man, or let's go box of one where we're going to just shade, we're going to zone one side and we'll blitz off the edge and we'll just play man behind that. They cannot do that. They will need to play as Mike Evans is in there. I think they're going to rotate him in enough. He won't have I don't think he'll be on a pitch count, but much like you see with Julio Jones, you have one of your best receivers, you're going to put him out there. It kills me when I see 39 and someone you're not pressed up on Julio, or you're not pressed up on Thomas when it's 3rd and 12 and they got to get a first down. I know who they're going to. I know who Drew's going to go to. I know who Falcons are going to on 3rd and 9. I know who they're going to. They're going to Julio. Right. So I think we're going to have Mike out there because Mike is going to affect the way the defense plays. Because when we start talking defense, if you say, hey, Mike's not out there, guess what? That safety now can get towards those tight ends because them a little bit tighter. He can hang around that midfield, take all those in cuts out. Right. And if that starts happening, where he's hanging behind the linebackers, where those running backs are going to flare out the back, so not flare, but do those deep cuts out the backfield and come right and sit behind the linebackers, that's going to be, that's going to just upset everything. But when Mike's here and safeties are shading him for one-on-one jump ball coverage, everything else is now open and all the routes are there. So I think Mike's going to be in there to answer that question.
It was a long answer, but very well answered. And I think you're right, too. Justin Watson should come play very well in Mike's absent. All right, Deshaun, I ain't going to keep you long. Appreciate you coming on as always, giving your intake. Now that we're back to official football business.
Hey, man, I'm so. Are you out there? Are you out there on Sunday? Are you going to be with everybody else out there on Sunday on the deck?
Yep, I'll be there.
Oh man, I can't wait. Maybe it switches up this season and we're able to come down to something for Tampa this year. But we'll wait and see just how COVID and everything works. But guarantee me, I'm so ready to root this season. And hey, go Bucs!
Yep, as always, stay safe out there, brother.
Yes, sir.
Deshaun Tisdale, everybody, always giving his insight. If you're just tuning in, this is Sports Talk 49 live on BucsReport.com. I'm Blake Anthony. This is my show, and this show is also powered by 320 Solar. Make sure you check those guys out at 320solar.com. Say goodbye to your electric bill and go solar for zero out of pocket till 2022. Contact 320solar.com. And as always, check out Fast Track Cannabis Clinics of America, mycannabiscard.com. Make sure to check them out. Tampa's leading cannabis clinic and network, among the broadest in the nation. 30% off evaluation cost. Just mentioned Bucs Report. And always, we're going to be out live at the Deck Sports Bar and Grill Sunday, giving pre, half, and post game. With that being said, I was going to go into the we'll go to a quick break here. Give me a little drink of water. We'll go into the Madden predictions, Madden 21 challenge, Madden predictions, Madden 21 challenge. We already talked about injury report on Mike Evans. We'll get to my favorite part, the winning angle, my tape breakdown. We'll take this quick break. You guys come back, and we'll finish up here answering you guys' comments and taking your guys' phone calls. So check out the sponsors right here.
could be us, but you haven't called. Call 1-833-77-SOLAR right now and join the 320 Solar Happy Customers Club for $0 down and no payments until 2022. We'll put the power back in your hands. 320 Solar. Power up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back from that quick, short commercial break. Giving all the sponsors a shout out. Just tuning in to Sports Talk 49, powered by 320 Solar. You're tired of your electric bill? Go solar, zero out of pocket till 2022. Go to 320solar.com. And as always, I'm Blake Anthony. Every Monday and Friday at 3 p.m. You can also follow me at Blake Anthony 49 on Twitter. Please add me there, and I'll check you guys out, and we'll communicate back and forth. Love hearing from you guys and talking sports and talking anything like that. So now moving on. I always got videos and stuff. I always got stuff going on to keep you guys entertained while the Thursday night game, just happened. And then we got Sunday coming up and then the doubleheader on Monday. We'll move on to the next topic. Madden. Bucs report Madden, predictions and highlight. And wanted to see what the score was going to be in Madden 21 this time, not 20. Bucs versus the Saints on the road. No fans. And you guys gave your predictions. Let's see what Madden came up with. So let's check it out real quick. Hold on, let me get that up for you. There you go. Madden 21 predictions. Check it out.
Already and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Number 13,
Mike Evans. Touchdown. 57 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight.
They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 48 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone. Defense that has an elite receiver. If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From a yard out, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown. Throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
From the 31, Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to...
Second and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
There you have it. And we're back. 21-7 Buccaneers win over New Orleans. Bucs forced a couple turnovers on Drew Brees and get the score. Big catch by Mike Evans, another run by Ronald Jones, and a touchdown by Cameron Brate, which are all possibilities that could possibly happen. If you just tune in, Sports Talk 49 live on Bucksport.com, and it's always powered by 320 Solar. Make sure to check those guys out at 320solar.com. Now, we got through everything. Taking everything slowly. So you know me, I always get overexcited as I was in here. But I want to make sure to give you all the great content and everything was going on because you got, that water. Got all these great shows here. I mean, we got the season coming up Sunday with me talking about game tape and all that type of stuff. But before we get to that, let's get to that's what it was. I said, make sure to follow us on Twitch if you're on there. Make sure to follow us on Twitch at Bucs Report. I will be putting up Madden videos, and I will be playing fans. I said, I challenge you. I'm the Buccaneers, and I challenge you by the week we're playing, you have to use the other team we're playing against. And I'll run other challenges, and if you guys can beat me, I might do some giveaways and things like that and mail it out to you. But this is going to be as the Blake Anthony Madden 21 challenge. So if you could beat me, we'll take on that challenge. I'll take that challenge on. We're already late in the week, so we won't do the Saints. But next week when we play the Panthers, I believe that's who we play. Who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. I said, you beat me, we might do some giveaway or something like that for you guys to get you interacted and all that stuff. Make sure you follow Bucs Report at Twitch. Oh man, I got a visitor. I didn't expect any visitors there. I hope I cleaned up. Oh geez. Let me bring in the dude.
Mr. Anthony, what's going on, brother?
Good. How you doing, sir?
Just got a second to pop out here for a quick break. Saw you were live. Wanted to shout out a couple of sponsors, if you don't mind, sir.
Sure, go for it.
320solar.com. Tired of paying too much for your electric? Hit 320solar.com. And financing, no payments till 2020. Best deals in town. Check them out. Hey, I don't have the Monster Truck Rally radio voice, but this Sunday. At the Deck Bar and Grill at Isla del Sol. It's Bucs Report. It's Buccaneers versus Saints. Watch party, live show, prize giveaways, food and drink specials, special guest appearances, and Buccaneers football. Oh, by the way, amazing food. Now, real quick, Fast Track Cannabis Clinics of America, mycannabiscard.com. Go there, apply, fast track your cannabis card application. They pretty much have a guarantee that you'll get approved. That said, hey, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody. There's nobody else doing live Bucs content for you. And not only are we doing live Bucs content for you, we got Blake, the man Anthony, sitting here bringing you Bucs talk, bringing you Madden simulation predictions. And I think he's got something else in store for later in the show. But make sure you check it out every week, Monday and Friday, 3 p.m., right here on Bucs Report. Bucs Report Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and I believe Twitch as well. So if you're a Twitcher, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a tweeter, or if you're a booker, you can check Bucs Report right here, right now. All right, Blake, great job, man. Hey, down in the comment section, Blake put the StreamYard link. Click on it, people. Join him. Come say hi. Give him a call. Tell him what you feel. Tell him what you think. That said, pound the share button. Thank you so much, Blake. Keep kicking ass, brother.
Yep. Thank you, brother. Oh, speaking of people dropping in, Joshua Coyle, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Let me not do that. That's till Sunday. We get excited when I get them legendary wings Peter always says about. You know what? I know there's always a stereotype. I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed to be so excited about wings, but I ain't never seen a man more excited about wings than Peter Blake. It ain't pizza. It's damn sure not veggies. It ain't an omelet. That man gets excited for some wings, boy. It's like his mom never allowed him to have wings when he was a child. I'm sorry, dear, if that's true or not. I don't want to put you out there. But it seems like you neglected him of wings his whole childhood. And now as he gets older, he wants these wings and he just can't do nothing without it. And especially talking about can't do nothing without it. We couldn't do much without this guy right here, Joshua Cole Allen. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Up here, trying to keep myself together. Got all this stuff, getting too excited, talking about football. Going to break into this game tape here. Now, what you got going on?
Nothing. Just saw you were on live, man. Pumping everybody up. Got me pumped up. Figured I'd hop on, see what's going on. See how you're doing. See how the fans are doing. Making sure everyone's ready and pumped up for Sunday. Peter, I love wings. The thing about Peter and his wings, though, he only gets them mild. I had to twist his arm. We were there the other day. I got sweet Thai chili. He's like, "What is this? Is this all right? What is this?" I'm like, "Just try it. I'm not going to tell you what it tastes like. Just try the sweet Thai chili." He's like, "Oh, these are pretty good." He's I didn't finish 2 of them. He's like, "I'm going to take these home with me." I'm like, "You got to step out of your comfort zone." Every time, mild, just mild.
Yeah, he does. He keeps it status quo. It's like basically he's like, "I just want mild, please." He said, "I just want the damn wings in front of me. Just put the wings in front of me and let me do the magic." But yeah, Peter, you got to mix it up. You know, like if you order a thing of 20 wings, you can mix it up. You get 5 each of different kinds, so you know which one you like going in. But if you want to do mild, that's fine. That's on you.
Yeah, the first day we were out there, he's like, "Give me 20 mild wings." I'm like, "Don't you want to go half and half or something?" So this fast week, and I'm like, "Give me sweet Thai chili." Sweet Thai chili were bomb. The food's great out there at the deck, guys. Make sure you're definitely out there. But before we talk about Sunday, I know this is your show. I'm not trying to hijack it, but we've got a brand new show coming for you tonight at 8:00. Fantasy Friday, Friday Night Fantasy, coming tonight live with me, Joshua Cole Allen, and our new partners, the FTN Network on Twitter. We'll have Chris Meany. He's a respected fantasy guy. He'll be taking questions. We'll be talking season-long fantasy, daily fantasy, and betting. So if you might not do season-long, you might just do daily fantasy. We got stuff for you. You might not do fantasy at all. You might just do betting. We got stuff for you. Make sure you check it out tonight at 8:00. We're going to go live for the first show. So make sure you're here, 8:00 sharp, followed by, of course, the man, the wingmaster, Peter Blake right after that.
Yep, just call him the wing. There you go. As you saw Peter in the comments, I love wings. We know, Peter. We know you love wings. I love wings. So
you're gonna make an appearance out there this Sunday?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Woo! We'll have a packed crowd out there. Philip
be out there
coming out.
My sunscreen on.
Yeah,
in my bathing suit. I'll be ready to go.
I'm wearing a hat because the top of my head is still burnt to a crisp from last Sunday. I should have learned.
You know, it's so crazy when you said I started as light as you until I started hanging out at Ferg's all them years. So I got this tan, and it's just crazy that it won't go away for some odd reason. So I guess it is. I'll just call myself Greek or something like that. You know what I mean? We can say that, right?
That intro. I was going to say too, Blake. That intro was fire. Got me jacked. Part of the reason I'm like, you know what? I might have to pop on here after watching that intro, making mine look preschool over here. I'm going to step my game up over here on the Audible and on the fantasy show. We got to do something about that. Keep up with you and Rick Hughes' intros. Dang.
Well, Rick Hughes was highly waited. Everybody was waiting at the edge of their seats, digging their nails and waiting for Rick Hughes to come out. And he's just going to give everybody just a little taste and then just dip out of there. See, Rick, shame on you. Shame on you.
Go
ahead.
Got a lot of great things going on at Bucs Support, guys. Make sure you're here. We got Blake 2 days a week now. If you didn't have enough Blake 1 day a week, because I know I didn't, we got him 2 days a week now.
Yep, I'm talking about tape, my favorite stuff got going on here. Don't know how much time you got. I don't know if you want to hang around for it. I can do all that with you here.
I'll let you go do the tape. I just wanted to come on, hijack your show real quick, like the dude did, and just promote the show tonight. Give you some props because you're killing it as always. Talk about some wangs.
Wangs. You talking about
so good,
wangs?
you slap your mama.
So good. Yep.
I'll talk to you soon, my man.
Yep. Take it easy, brother. See you tonight.
Yep.
All right. Without further ado, we're gonna get to the tape stuff, and we'll talk about that. Get you guys out of here. I figured I've bored you long enough. And if you're just tuning in, this show is powered by 320 Solar. Tired of paying your electric bill? Go to 320solar.com and pay nothing out of pocket till 2022. Go to www.320solar.com. As always, check out Fast Track Cannabis Clinic, as well as mycannabiscard.com. And then, as always, the sports bar of Bucs Report is the Deck Bar and Grill at Isla del Sol. Check those out. It's great. Now, moving on. So let's add the screen share here. We'll take our time. Hold on. I did that wrong already. Already screwing up. We'll start with Drew Brees, and then we'll go to the other stuff like base defense and stuff. But this is a section that I like to call the winning angle with Blake Anthony. Bum, bum, bum. The winning angle. So we'll check it out. We'll see which angle is the winning one. So, like I said, we'll start with old Breezy right here. Let me pull this up here. Yep. Screen share. I feel like I'm giving a webinar, right? All right, we got me up here to the right and everything, so we good. Let me get this out the way. All right, Minnesota pretty much. There's a reason why Minnesota constantly troubles Drew Brees. And there's a reason why they do it, because they have the regimen for him, and the regimen is same as me. You force his throws. Unlike Brady likes his throws outside the numbers, Brees does not. He likes his throws inside the numbers because he put velocity on the ball and some zip on it. But as you can see with Anthony Barr dropping back in the covers, the first thing he does is take the inside away. Inside away. And then here, and the reason I show this clip here, he's trying to go deep. Cook is not there. And where he's throwing the ball now from the circle and to the left and then the circle to the right, I wanted to gauge the depth of the arm strength that he has or does not have like he used to anymore. He can get it there from time to time, but if he cannot get his feet right and throw, the ball does not come out accurate and it comes behind these receivers. And if I'm not on Tampa Bay's coaching staff, but I know if I can see this, I hope that they can see this. So he throws this ball here. It's up high. I got to pause there for a little minute. He throws this ball high there, and it's behind. DB's out of position, but he doesn't need to be because Drew Brees was the biggest defender on that play. Could not leave the receiver, which is a great speed receiver, and the ball is thrown behind. And also, Drew Brees has a tendency now to stare down receivers because he does not see. He does not check anything else. He is staring at that. Look at the head. He is staring at that the entire way. He does, and in my conclusion is that I don't think he trusts his arm like he used to look one way and throw the ball back the other with the zip that he used to have. Ball's behind the receivers. The DB's beat. He throws this in front. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown if Drew Brees throws this ball in front of the receiver. And this is about 35 to 40 yards he's throwing this, and it's behind the receiver. It is a touchdown if he throws this in front of the receiver anywhere. Like right here, if this ball is thrown right here, it's a touchdown. This DB's beat, out of position. It's a touchdown. But because of Drew Brees' arm, he could not get there where it needed to be. And he knows it. So let's go back. Let's go to another play. They're under center. Play action. Well, not really, but it is. Drew Brees, where does his head go? Straight to where the ball's going. Look at the head. Straight to Cook. Nowhere else. Straight to Cook. You got Taysom Hill right in front of you, wide open. Straight to Cook. But let's look at the ball placement. As I said before, outside the numbers. Here we go here. Play action. And see how fast he's got to whip around to see, because he doesn't want to be late. his eyes, he's got Taysom Hill. Like I got the arrow there right in front of him, and he's got Cook. But he's staring at Cook the entire way. And look where the ball's at. Behind the receiver. Receiver has to stop. His knees are buckling because he has to get there. He has to go down and catch that. And in the rectangle to the right is the open space of the field there. Could possibly catch it and get up sideline. But he has to catch it, gets at an awkward angle, and gets hit. Phone lines are open. You guys can call. I know it's not up there right now because we got the screen share going, and we'll talk about this afterwards as well. Again, look at Drew Brees' eyes and where he wants to go, and the defensive game plan of the Vikings. Look at the stance of the defender. He's not giving up the inside. He's not allowing it. Because that's where his passes are the best, is inside, and that's Michael Thomas. So Michael Thomas gives a little step inside and goes immediately outside, and Drew Brees is staring him down. If Barr has any type of speed, that ball is picked. And let me check it out from another angle, closer angle here. Got a caller calling in. Call, you're live on Sports Talk 49.
What's up, Blake? It's Johnny.
There he is. I know we talking tape. You would have to show up somewhere.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that breakdown. It was pretty cool. What do you think about last night's game?
It wasn't as sloppy as I thought it would be. The refs kept their flags in their pocket. Houston has put themselves in a predicament that left Deshaun Watson vulnerable with that offense. You did a good job getting David Johnson, because David Johnson obviously looks like he's healthy again, so that's great. But I expect Texans to make some type of trade for a wide receiver sometime here in the future.
I know me and Peter Blake was pounding the table for David Johnson earlier in the year, but yeah, it looks like that would have been a good pickup. But I'm good with what we got now. The thing is, the Texans are who we thought they were. They made some really poor judgment calls early on in this offseason and got rid of people they really needed, and it's going to show.
Yeah, and you're making your quarterback suffer of all. Deshaun Watson looked really frustrated that game, but he kept his composure and kept leading his team.
Yeah, he had fun running over to the bench and sitting down with Mahomes, right?
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was the highlight of the game for me right there. That's like this game is dead.
I knew they were in trouble with the wide receiver position when I saw Deshaun Watson throw a perfectly placed ball to the outside shoulder of Will Fuller, and he just flat out dropped it. And that's normally
that was the first pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, I said,
first pass of the game?
Yeah, and I said they're in trouble. I said if he can't make them kind of catches, they're in trouble. He can't throw them kind of passes where he can just torque your body and make those catches, because he dropped that in there. Now later on in the game, Deshaun Watson did kind of blow a touchdown pass to Will Fuller. If he leads the receiver to the outside instead of underthrowing the receiver to the inside where the DB could come and make that tackle. I don't know if you remember later on in the game. It was a bad ball, and the DB was able to make the tackle on Will Fuller. But it's week one. I'm sure everybody's going to make adjustments.
That stuff is second guessing themselves too. The quarterbacks and stuff. I think they second guess themselves. Should I lead him and stuff? Like you were just talking about, if Brees had led on that pass,
it's touchdown.
He just put up.
It's touchdown.
Yeah, that's a touchdown all day long. And I think they second guessed ourselves too much on some of them things. Should I lead him or should I make it tight? You know what I mean?
Well, you can never go wrong overthrowing the receiver because it's not picked off.
Absolutely.
It's not picked off if you overthrow it. If you underthrow it, it's picked.
Well, if you're throwing it down the center of the field and there's a safety deep, then you can overthrow it right to the safety.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you can get away with the overthrows. Or ground it.
Yes, or ground it. Yep. What else you got for us, Johnny?
Marino's favorite thing to do. I heard you, saw you on there, and I was like, well, let me talk to Blake for a minute.
Hey, ain't nothing
See
wrong.
what you thought of that game.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What do you think about the Texans' chances now in the AFC South?
It's early. I expect them to make some adjustments, but from what I saw, it's not going to look too good if we're just basing it off one game. I expect the Texans have been a playoff team for several years now, with and without Deshaun Watson, so they always find a way to get in there. But I know the Titans are now the new champ in that division, are coming up. They're gonna have their troubles ahead of them if they don't right the ship early.
Yeah, Colts, Titans. I think Texans are going to be playing dodgeball to see who's worse in the division between them and the Jags. I think the Jags have that one locked down, but still.
It would be shocker if Jags.
Miami did last year.
Yep.
It didn't look like Miami was going to win a single game last year, and then look what they did. I mean,
yep.
They didn't really light the world on fire, but they played a lot better than we thought they were going to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. You never know. Any given Sunday.
All right, well, what's your predictions for Sunday?
I'm gonna go with Madden. I'm gonna go with. Well, Madden said 21-7. I want to go 24-13.
I think we split with the Saints this year, so I'm going to take the first game as a win because they don't play the first games well, and we know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take 34-27. How's that?
Hey, that's good.
Well, all right, bud. I'll let y'all go.
Appreciate it, Johnny, as always. Johnny Dean, everybody. All right, so what we were talking about, that throw to the outside where Barr was taking the inside away. And I said, if he has any type of speed, if that's Devin White or Levante David, this ball is picked. Look where that ball is. He's damn near got to stop to come get it. He has to stop his full body motion to come get this ball. Barr's just not fast enough to get there. That's a pick six. If it's a more athletic linebacker, and we'll get into more athletic linebackers when we talk Saints defense. Again, as I said earlier, if you're going to throw the ball, you've got to overthrow the receiver. Throwing it to your speed receiver, Teddy Ginn, I believe, and the ball is just underthrown. Don't worry, we'll get a better look at it. Drew Brees drops back. Look at the feet. Can't step into that throw. Can't step into that throw. Feet set. And the defense is right on his right arm. Now look at this ball. Where are we at? I didn't even count this one. 5. How far is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 yards. 45, 50 yards. He's throwing this. And it's underthrown. And it's not even close to receiver, and the ball should have just never been thrown. And it's picked off. Receiver does not have a chance, and that's one, I think, of the 2 interceptions in this game. And Minnesota plays a great scheme against them. That's why if I'm watching this tape, I know other teams are seeing this as well. And it's a great scheme for the New Orleans Saints. Oh, I put this on here by mistake, but that's fine. We could do that. I was talking about Saints defense. Demario Davis. Demario Davis here is the key factor into their defense, both in pass coverage and in run stop. Demario Davis is great, man, at run stuffing. That guy is a monster, but his change of direction is not great, and I don't think a lot of people take advantage of it. Like from the beginning, he knows he's got Ronald Jones in coverage. Ronald Jones chips. Winston's hit on the throw. Demario Davis is not interested in catching the pass. He's worried about not letting the back get away from him because he knows he lacks the ability to chase down the running backs, the guys out catching passes. He's not good there. His feet are always squared. And people can get around him, and he puts his hands on people, which should have been called a penalty. I mean, he's all over Ronald Jones, and Ronald does not give Ronald Jones any type of catch. If Ronald Jones go up this sideline, he can possibly beat Demario Davis there. Here's another example of Demario Davis and that linebacking crew. Neither one of these guys are really great at pass coverage. right here. Remember what I just said about change of direction? DeMario thinks he's going out flat, overcompensates. Crap. He's back inside, tries to get a hand on him, unable, touchdown. He knows it. I know he's trying to blame the other linebacker, but DeMario just took a poor angle. Watch him shoot because he knows he can't get there fast. Oh, he changed directions on him. He's going the other way. Winston knows it. Fish out of water, DeMario Davis, touchdown. He's not good at change of direction, but going downhill, as I told you before, second to none. Let's just look at him. Way he comes downfield. As he swears he's going out flat. And then changes direction on him. He's caught out of water, knows it. And it's just an easy throw and completion to Peyton Barber. What do you guys think? What you guys think the key to the game is there? Let me get to the comment section. Make sure I'm not neglecting you guys. Texans lost big play capabilities. What's the call-in number? Matt, the call-in number is 727-475-1882. Call in. If you're just tuning in, you are watching The Winning Angle by Blake Anthony, breaking down the keys to victory against the Saints and stuff that they should look at, which I know I'm looking at. And I know they can figure it out. If I can figure it out, I know they can figure it out. So those are just little examples because I didn't want to go into tape after tape of DeMario Davis dropping. That's just boring to watch that and that stuff for me to look at. But he's pass dropping. He's not comfortable. His feet don't work with his head, if that makes sense. Like he knows where he should be, but his body won't allow him the ability to make the moves to get under those routes. He has to predetermine where the ball is going to go to jump the route. And when it's not there, it's pretty much you can get him if you come back the other direction when you get him overcompensating, trying to get back into coverage. Make sure I got through all those tapes. I've looked at so much video, guys. Your head hurts sometimes looking at so much video. All right, let me get to this. The videos. I got another shot. I want to show you the lineup. Tampa Bay's lineup. Okay, here we go. Call coming in. Call you live on Sports Talk 49. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Blake, what's up, man? This is Matt Tomasi, and I'm calling out from California. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Matt? How are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. It's actually my first time checking out your specific show. Big time Bucs fan. Recently caught on for like the Bucs Report shows and whatnot, but I just wanted to give some feedback, and I liked how you did the film analysis and whatnot. And what caught my eye about what you're doing here, and I hope that, of course, we're not professionals, nor are we on the Bucs squad or on any team, right, that does this. But I think that you analyzing it this way is very important, and I hope that the coaches and the Bucs staff in general are taking a similar approach. What I mean by that in specific is what you've done is you're analyzing the Vikings, of course, who, as you've mentioned, have been super successful against Drew Brees. I think the other side of that as well is analyzing what we did last year against the Saints that worked and what didn't work. But I do think that you're definitely onto something in regards to Drew Brees, Brees' strengths and his weaknesses as far as, whether it be outside the numbers, inside the numbers, when he overthrows and what works and what doesn't. But yeah, man, I kind of just wanted to give you a tap on the back because I feel, like a pat on the back, if you will, because I feel like you're in the right, you're looking at it the right way. And I love the analyzation. And yeah, man, I'm hopeful that they come out and it shows as far as, they've looked at the game film and they've seen what works and what doesn't. That's my biggest concern and I guess hope. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah.
It's all right. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just try to. My biggest thing here is, like you said, I don't work for them. I'm a guy watching tape just like you can or anybody else. I just try to give somebody other ways to look at it, being, I played ball myself, and the way I look at it as a defender, that's the way I look at it and things like that. I tell Nick Citro all the time, I know he does keys to victory. I said, there's a couple of things that I look at different people. I look at The way they read the field, and I look at feet. Feet is a big one I look at. It gives an indication away of what he wants to do, because people, as I said with Demario Davis, his feet don't work with his head. I know he knows where to go, but his feet don't get him there. And it's the same thing with quarterbacks and stuff like that. But yeah, Minnesota was very successful against them, and I think they have the recipe. You cannot allow inside passes on them. All of them have to be to the sideline, and you have to keep that comfort zone that Drew Brees wants to throw to. You take that away from him. You have to force them big throws. I mean, if he gets them, he gets them. You just keep your game plan, but I think the Buccaneers will have a chance to get many turnovers if they can play this game plan correctly.
I agree with you, my man. All that being said, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
In regards to the matchups that we have out there for the wide receivers and I guess the defensive backs or the linebacker, safeties, whatever you want to call it out there in the secondary and linebacker course, what do you feel is the key matchup? Of course, everyone thinks Mike Evans and, if it's Dean or, Carlton Davis, whoever's matched up against them. But I just want to get your insight on what you think will be, I guess, the key or the most important matchup out there.
As far as Bucs offense versus Saints D?
Vice versa. In regards to Saints offense and Bucs D.
Okay, Saints offense versus Bucs D. The key matchup. Drew Brees really likes throwing to the tight end Jared Cook. That's like one of his first reads besides Michael Thomas on inside routes. And the only other thing I didn't really talking to, I'm glad you brought up because you made me remember. You get so much stuff going on, you forget. The other way they like to counteract Tampa Bay, in which they had success on, was running the wheel routes on Tampa Bay, which they scored on last year at home. Tampa's home last year is taking advantage of the young DB's communication and running the wheel routes to the sideline. I think it was Michael Thomas scored on an easy touchdown in the north end zone on a deep pass. But he really likes going to Cook. But I think he doesn't trust his arm that much now because, as I showed you in the tape, he likes to stare down his receivers. He does what a lot of people say Winston does. But unlike them, Winston has that arm strength. Drew Brees does not have it. He can still get it there. Let me not like people think I'm just saying, oh, Drew Brees can't throw it deep on him. I mean, he can get it there, but it's where he wants to put it. And when he wants to put it, I don't think he can do it like he can. There'll be times where he can and he can't do it. But I don't think he can look off and get that ball in there late without turning over the ball. But Kamara and Jared Cook are like his main guys to get the ball out quick. Of course, he'll find Michael Thomas and make specific plays for him to answer your question in a long and gated answer.
That's right. Yep, absolutely. No, I like it, man. My other thing that I wanted to mention and talk about real quick was the advantage I feel like this year in regards to the matchup of the Saints offense versus the Tampa defense. The only reason that I feel like the Tampa defense might have a little bit of an advantage this year is, well, I shouldn't say the only reason. There's a few things. Is one, the secondary, super young, right? So they're just starting to get a little more experience against guys like Mike Thomas and Drew Brees. So I feel like that's a big benefit for them, as opposed to Drew Brees, who has seen, throughout his career, all these different tiers of cornerbacks, the way they play. He's able to adapt a lot faster. Whereas these corners, now that they're starting to get into their second year, third year, whatever it might be, they're getting that experience. So I feel like they have a little bit of an advantage on that end, as well as like all this game film and stuff that they can use as far as what they can see that they messed up, like where they messed up last year, in this matchup, I guess is where I'm getting at. Like they can look back at that and see and like, oh, this is where I messed up. This is what I could improve on. And then, this is what the Vikings did really well. And this is what we can kind of implement into our defense. And of course, the experience with playing these guys now a few times, second year, third year, like I mentioned. So I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful that the defense is able to step it up. I know that, after the release of Hargraves last year, they definitely did improve. And I feel like Antoine Winfield Jr. is going to definitely improve our secondary as well immediately. But yeah, I don't know what your feedback is on that, but that's kind of what I had to share with you today, man.
I appreciate it, Matt. Before you get out of here, what's your prediction for Sunday's game?
I actually think we're going to come out on top for a couple reasons. I think we're going to come out. I want to say it's going to be like 28-13, probably. I think I'm going to say we're going to be able to put up points, and I feel like now that we have Leonard Fournette, we really have that. We demand that respect with the man that's standing behind Drew Brees, whether it be Ronald Jones or Fournette. You know, those linebackers and those safeties are going to be double checking who's back there now. Cool. It's not just a matter of, oh, it's just Brees and all these targets. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So, yeah, that's what I think, man. Game 1, that's what I hope for. But, yeah, best of luck, man. Go Bucs.
Yep.
Great job.
Yep. Appreciate you calling. Looking forward to hearing you every Monday and Friday. Have a good day, Matt.
Thanks, man.
Awesome, man. Love hearing from new guys. I love it. There's nothing wrong. Call in. Don't be shy. I'm not going to embarrass you. I don't do that here. If you don't know something, ask. It's cool. I don't know everything. You, Lord, knows how much I look up stuff. And if I'm wrong and stuff, I see the comment Joshua's hijack. He always does. Tries to slide in there, taking over. I really like the show, brother. I appreciate it, Matt. I'm always here. Yep. Keith, Johnny says, taking over linebacking courses, they're kryptonite. Yeah, man, you can take advantage of them there. Charlie Gunnar Johnson, too, got beat deep by Scotty Miller, so I'm hoping he gets matched up with him. But I got one more thing to show you, too, as the Bucs is front. Let me screen share this again. Let me add this here. All right. I already drew on it, mostly. I was talking to Matt. So what we got is what you're going to see here is what they want to move this guy inside to take this tackle out and then move that guy looping around to come into this side on Drew Brees' right arm, which is I showed you the defensive lineman coming up this A gap and putting pressure on Drew Brees to make him throw an error throw. I expect Tampa Bay to do the same thing with this kind of stunt here. You force these guys. The center is going to check and see who he's going to chip down on. I expect Vita Vea to get a lot of deep pass rush here. You'll see Sue and Vea push him really hard up this right side A gap. Well, left side to us, but right side to them A gap, forcing Drew Brees to throw air throws and force those balls to come out to the side. I really expect the Bucs to follow that same game plan Minnesota put. Like I said, I know I don't work for them or anything, but I really hope that if I can notice these things, I really hope that they can too. With that being said, I know people are going to say, well, they got Emmanuel Sanders now. It doesn't scare me because, as I just shown, if he is late throwing the deep ball, it's not effective. It's not effective. He's already had speed receivers there. Granted, Emmanuel Sanders runs good routes, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to work great as those long drag routes and wheel routes, as I explained earlier, that Drew Brees likes to run. He's going to try to get into his comfort zone in the middle of this field. But Tampa Bay really needs to force them passes to go to the sidelines and force those balls underneath the Kamara and then come up and rally and make the tackle. There wasn't a whole lot I wanted to show in this. It was just I wanted you guys to get a visual. So which I expect to see them doing this stunt. Come down here, occupy that tackle, and come from around here like a bat out of hell and force Drew Brees to pull the ball down or second guess his throw on that and throw an error throw. That's what I expect when I see that. Again, like I said, I think we got through everything today. Again, if you guys want to challenge me in the Madden 21 challenge, but facing against Blake Anthony, if you guys want to practice with the Panthers and try to take me on, follow me at Twitter. Of course, let me put my banner up here. You can follow me on my Twitter and contact me, and we'll set it up. And I will go on our Twitch page, and our game will be live streamed, and I will show the highlights from the game. Win or lose, I don't go hiding. When I lose, I will play the clip of me getting beat, and I will post it out there. And like I said, we'll see if we do want to do giveaways and stuff. If you guys can beat me, we'll find out. But I'm taking on all challenges. Make sure to add on Twitch, Bucs Report on Twitch. Add me on Twitter so I know you guys saw the show. Add me on Twitter and put hashtag Blake Anthony Madden 21 Challenge. That's too long. We'll just put Blake's 21 Challenge. There you go. Or Blake Anthony 21 Challenge. That works, something like that. And you'll be the Panthers and you'll play against me as the Buccaneers. And I will live stream the game on Twitch and show the highlights on my next show or one of the shows, and I'll make sure you tagged in there, and we'll see if we'll do giveaways and things like that. I get so much going on here at Bucs Report. And make sure to add Bucs Report on Twitch, add me on Twitter, add Bucs Report on all the other social medias. Leo, does anyone want to purchase Saints hat and Drew Brees? Oh, God. Appreciate it. Johnny Dane, Matt, saying to you, brother. I think that's it. I think we got through everything. Today. Let me check my list. Like I said, we'll get to the sponsors. When they get to the end, we'll get to them now. Make sure to check out My Cannabis Card at mycannabiscard.com. Fast Track Cannabis Clinics of America, 320 Solar, the Deck Bar and Grill at Isla del Sol in St. Pete. I myself will be there along with the whole Bucs Report gang. Whoop, whoop, woo. We'll all be out there showing love. I enjoyed everything today. The callers were on fire, and they were money. Those guys were money calling in. Matt, Johnny Dean, Deshaun, you guys were money calling in today. Got to give myself the money shower. I appreciate you guys calling in. I had a great time talking to you guys and breaking down tape. What I love to do will be every Friday doing pregame to the next opponent. Post-game Mondays talking about what happened. So we'll be here talking about post-game stuff. I had a great time, guys. And we'll end this as we always do. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you, guys. God bless. And as always, fire those cannons. Stay safe out there, guys. See you guys Sunday at the deck.
This could be us, but you haven't called. Call 1-833-77-SOLAR right now and join the 320 Solar Happy Customers Club for $0 down and no payments until 2022. We'll put the power back in your hands. 320 Solar. Power up.